Wagwan amazing creators, what's popping? How are you guys doing? Okay, it's been a while. Welcome to a brand new year. Happy New Year to you all. I am so grateful we all made it into a brand new year. I am so happy and I appreciate each and every one of you. Okay, from my day one supporters to my recent subscribers. I love you guys so much. Thank you all for 68K subscribers. How did we get here? You guys made it possible. So happy new year to each and every one of you. And let me quickly say some wishes to you guys because you guys really deserve it. Now 2023 is going to be the greatest year that each and every one of us have ever experienced in life. And when I mean the greatest year, I mean 2023 for me and you is going to be the year where we all stop procrastinating and we start going for everything that we've ever prayed or wished for. 2023 is going to be the year we focus on ourselves, our spiritual journey. 2023 is going to be the year we take all our imagination and make them into a reality. Okay, so 2023 for me and you is going to be an amazing year. So thank you all for joining me on this video. And yeah, if you're seeing this face for the first time, before I start talking too much, just go ahead and subscribe. If you're a self-taught designer, if you're a beginner and you want to learn the basics of sewing, here is the channel for you, because where else can you learn beginner stuff if not here? So go ahead and subscribe. And while you are down there subscribing, put on your notification bell so you see more of my videos, and give this video a thumbs up. Okay, so yeah, I know most of you will be wondering, why has this girl been MIA? And when I mean MIA, why hasn't she been posting like usual? I'm not going to talk too much about that, but anyways, I have a second channel where I talk about my personal life and my journey, and I post videos about everything happening to me apart from sewing. So in case you want to hop on that channel, I'll put the name on the screen so you see it, Nkechinyere Okeke. So on there I have videos about my personal life, my journey, and yeah, everything that has to do with my experience here on earth. So if you want to experience life with me on earth, go there and subscribe in Nkechinyere Okeke. If you don't see it on the screen, check the description box. I'm just going to link it there. Okay, so yeah, anyways, see my new look now. This is what I look like right now. So I decided to go on low cut, and I added one more piercing to the family. So yeah, I have one more piercing and I went on low cut. So this is the vibe we are giving this year. Okay, if you like my hair, say something in the comment section. I actually want to know what you think about it. Just go ahead and comment on the comment section. Say, yeah babe, I love your hair. Okay, say that on the comment section. And if you want to see the whole process I had to go through in cutting my hair, getting a new piercing, I actually made a video on the day I did all these things. Okay, the video is on my other channel on Nkechinyere, so just go check that video out. And yeah, let's just dive into this particular video. Now, I was on TikTok some time ago last year, that's 2022, and I saw this girl. She goes by Hot Girl Taylor, but right now, yeah, Hot Girl Taylor, that's her name right now. But before, she used to go by Tomiwa. I'm going to put her name or her video, so in case you want to go watch or follow her, okay, you can do that. Now, Tomiwa or Hot Girl Taylor, I like to use that one, Hot Girl Taylor. She made a bucket hat sometime 2022, and during the period I started learning how to sew, one of the things I also wanted to learn is how to make caps, like hats, also bag. And I think I did a video where I made a tote bag. Yeah, I'll put the link on the description box. I made a tote bag for the first time and I actually filmed the process. So yeah, in case you want to make one for yourself, go watch that one. But anyways, I actually wanted to know how to make bags. I was interested in learning how to make bags and hats, but I never got into it. So watching her video on TikTok and seeing her very, very, very simple process of making a hat, I started to make one for myself this year. Okay, like I said, no more procrastinating. 2023 is the year where we start doing everything we wanted to do. So I started to try this out, and I actually wanted to film the whole process so that you guys will see how it feels to be doing something for the first time and get it right. Because I got it right. Okay, so yeah, for the first time of me making a bucket hat, I made it reversible. Okay, so this is what it looks like as one side, and this is the other side. So this is a two-way hat, and I was able to achieve this bucket hat. This is my first trial, so I was able to achieve this bucket hat by watching Tomiwa's step. And now we're going to be following that step to create the pattern. Now, how did I get this particular reversible hat? Let's go ahead and start creating the pattern. Now, the pattern is going to be very simple because I am a beginner. This is the first time I'm making a bucket hat, and I'm going to be showing you guys all the process from the measuring to the dividing to the everything. Okay, so the first thing you need to do to make a bucket hat is measure your round circumference of the head. So the first thing we need to do is grab your tape. We're going to be measuring the round circumference of the head, which is, for me, it's going to be 20. Let's do that together. I'm getting 24. Now, so if you're about to make this with me, you want to actually really make this with me, go ahead and take the round circumference of your head, pen down that measurement, because we're going to be using that to get our bucket hat. So we're going to be dividing that a lot, like 3 times, to get the crown, the body, and the flay. Okay, so let's dive into it. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe if you're new, like I said, and yeah, see you on the other side. Now, the first thing I'm going to say is, looking at the bucket hat, I was able to understand that I need 3 patterns. And how do I create that 3 patterns? Is by, first of all, knowing what my head circumference is, okay, the round of my head. I need to take that measurement. So that's the first thing, that's the first step. And for me, the round measurement of my head is 24 inches. Okay, so we need 3 patterns, and let's decipher how we're going to get the 3 patterns. So I'm going to make like a rough sketch. Please do not judge my sketch, okay? So the first pattern we're going to be creating is going to be called A. I'm going to label it as A. So the first one is going to be this circle. So this is going to be my A, okay? So we're going to create A. And once we have A, then we go ahead to create B, okay? So this is my B. So this is my B. And once we have the pattern for the B, we'll go ahead to create the C, which is this. Okay, so this is C. So we need 3 patterns, and we've seen how the 3 patterns need to look. So the first one is the circle, the second one is the body, and the third one is the fillet. So for the first one, which is the A, this is what we need to do now. Okay? So for my A, now whatever I'm doing here, I'm going to write it down on the screen in case this is not clear on the book. You'll be seeing what my screen looks like, okay? Like you'll be seeing there's that thing that is happening on my book on the screen, okay? So for my A, to create my A, I'm going to divide my round head, which is my head circumference, which is 24. So I'll divide 24 by 6.28. Okay, this is what we use for our fillet whenever we're creating our circle fillet. This is what we use, 6.28. So I'll divide 24 by 6.28. Let's do that. So 24 divided by 6.28 equals 3.8. 3.8. I'm just going to approximate it to 3.8. So this is how I'm going to be, this is what I'm going to use to get my A. Now for the B, for my B, what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide my round head, which is 24 inches. I'll divide that by 2. Okay, so 24 divided by 2 gives you 12. We don't need a calculator for that. So this is what I'm going to use to get my B. Now everything I'm going to do, of course, I'm going to carry along. So what we're trying to do now is how to create the pattern, what we're going to use to create the pattern. Okay, so This is A, this is B. And for the C, to get the fillet, what I'm going to be doing is for my C, I'm going to divide the same, my round head, which is 24. I'm going to divide that by 3.12. Okay, so my round head is 24 divided by 3.12, and I'm getting 7.6. So I'm going to be using 7.6 to get my C. So now that we have gotten all this, please keep it aside. Make sure you have this, you've done this process, okay? You've gone through this process. Now remember what I did. I'm going to go ahead and explain this because I want this to be really simple. Go ahead and take your round head circumference. And for me, I did that and I got 24 inches. Now to get to the A part, you just saw how I did the drawing, right? To get the A part, I divided my round head by 6.28 and I got 3 for my A. For my B, which is the body, I divided my round head circumference by 2. So 24 divided by 2, I got 12. For my fillet, which is the last part, the C, I divided my round head circumference, which is 24. I divided that by 3.12 and I got 7.6. Okay, I approximated it to just one decimal point, so 7.6. And this is what I'm going to use to create my pattern. Now let's go ahead and start creating. Making sure that I still have my book aside, I'm going to start with the A. I'm going to start creating the A. The A is the first thing. So I'm going to bring in my pattern paper. So the width is 15. The length is not stable, but anyway 14. So what I'm going to do is I'll fold this paper into 2. Okay, I have folded this into 2. And now I'm going to fold it again into 2 to get 4 layers of pattern. This is how you cut for fillet. Okay, so into 2, the first folding, and into 4, the second. Okay. So now that everything is laying nice and flat, what I'll do is I'm going to bring in my tape and I'll measure from this point here. After folding into 4, look at it, after folding into 4, I have 4 layers of pattern. I have this pointy edge here where all the pattern meets and all is in close edge. Okay, see, everything is in close edge. I'm going to place my tape from here and mark 3.8, the first one. That's what we're doing for A. Okay, so I'm going to mark 3.8 from here to here, from here to here, from here to here. Okay, just watch. This is my tape. I'm going to place it from this point, where I have that pointy close edge. I'll place it like this, and I'll mark 3.8 here. Round to 3, half and quarter here. I'm going to mark this round, okay? This is half and quarter. See the way I'm doing my tape, right? This point is not moving, I'm moving the base. This is what I have. Now I have created a cycle. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and add half an inch for joining, okay? So I'm going to do that on the pattern. So this is 3.8 here, but then I'll add half an inch round. That is like my allowance for joining. So make sure you do that. Make sure you add your allowance, okay? So I'm marking half an inch round this. So this is 0.5 for joining. So this is what I have, and this is for my A. Okay, so you see. So we're supposed to have allowance at the base. So I'll come up by 1 inch first. I'm just going to mark 1 inch upwards because we need allowance on the base and on the top for joining. Okay, we're joining this B to C and to A. So we need an allowance. So you need to mark 1 inch first before we start marking what we actually want to mark. That's the length of our B. Okay, so now from here, I'm going to mark the length of my B, and the length of my B is going to be 3 inches. So I'm marking 3 inches upwards. And from here, from this part here to inside, I'm going to mark 12 because you know the B is 12 inches long because we're going to be cutting it on fold. So we need it to be 12 inches long. When we place on the fabric, we'll have one side. This side here is going to be the center front, CF, okay? And this is going to be this side. So from here, the center front, I'll mark 12 inches. So this is where it's going to stop. This is where my B is going to stop, okay? 12 inches. Remember how we got 20? Remember how I got 12 inches, right? Please remember that, it's very important. So this is 12, and it's going to be 3 inches long. So this is 3 inches. That's the length. The length is 3 inches. This is the center front. We're going to cut here on fold, and this is the side front. S. Let me just write side front. Now on the side front, I'm going to be adding half an inch allowance because I'm going to be joining this. Okay, so I'm going to be closing this part also. I'll add half an inch allowance here. I'll add half an inch allowance on the top here. I'll add half an inch allowance on the down here. So every other side gets half an inch allowance minus this place. This place is going to be on fold. So I'm just going to make that sign that this place here is going to be on fold. Okay, this sign is on fold. So let me go ahead and add my allowance. I'll add my allowance using my black marker. So if you see the black marker around this pattern, you know that that is the allowance. So here is 0.5, and this is the B pattern. B pattern. This is the A. So the A is going to be attached. This allowance here is going to be attached to this allowance here. And then we're going to create the C, which is a flake for this part. So we've done what we just did now. We've done this, and now we're going to do this. So this is the flake, this is the body, and this is the crown. So this is crown, body, and flake. Okay, so let's go ahead and get our flake. So you get your pattern paper. This is my pattern paper, and take one of the edges, okay, like this. See, one of the pointy edges. Just pick any one. So I'm going to place my tape here. I will place my tape from here, and I'll mark 7.6 round here. Okay, I'll place my tape from here. This pointy edge. Just pick any points, any side. Okay, there are 4 sides. Pick any one. I'll place my tape from here, and I'll mark 7.6 round, just the same way we did for the first one. That's for A. But remember that for A we had to fold into 4, but for this one you don't need to fold your pattern. Okay, you don't fold. So I'll mark 7.6, and 7.6 is, see, 7.6 here. So after 7.5 there's a point, and that is 7.6. So yeah, okay, so 7.6, making sure your tape does not leave this point. Okay, you just move like this. 7.6, 7.6. Now that I have this, the next thing I'm going to do is determine how long I want my C pattern to be. So I want my C pattern to be 3 inches long. So I'm going to mark 3 inches downwards. Okay, from this point here, 7.6, I'm going to mark the length of my flay. So the length of my flay is going to be 3 inches. You can decide to use 3 inches. You can decide to use 3.5. Should we use 3.5? Do I need to know? Let me do 3 inches. So 3 inches, 3 inches, and make sure that you're moving on the top, you're moving on the base, because we're marking the length, and you want this to be equal. Okay, so move. See the way I'm moving. Move that way. Okay, so now I'm going to add allowance on the top of this. Okay, I'm going to add ½ inch allowance because I'm going to be joining this to my B pattern. So this is the C pattern, and I'm going to be joining this to this. Okay, so I need the allowance on top here, so to join to this allowance. And make sure you remember which is the top part of your this. That's why I did this arrow. So this is the top part. So make sure you indicate that on your B pattern. So let me mark my ½ inch. I use my black pen. For joining, and you can decide to add ½ inch if you want to here. Okay, you can decide. Well, I don't think I'll be doing that. I'm just going to go ahead and cut out my C pattern. Okay. these are the patterns we need. This is it. So this goes to this and this goes to here. So A, B, C, and that is exactly what we have here. And the next video you're going to be seeing, the next video I'm going to be uploading is going to be on the sewing. Okay, so I didn't want it to be too long. I just wanted us to create the pattern first in a very simple way, and then we're going to sew this pattern together. So yeah, check out or expect the part 2, which is the sewing version. But anyways, I hope you understood all the process. Okay, so yeah, thank you. I love you guys so much. Please let me know in the comment section if you find this process very simple. Okay, I'll be seeing you in my next video. Bye for now.